Before we go any further, let me say this clearly. This is not an attack. This is not judgment. This is not a motivation speech. This is a conversation. And if at any point you recognize yourself, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and later leave a comment with your thoughts. This channel exists for conversations like this. Now let's talk honestly. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your brain is not weak. It's trained. Trained to seek stimulation. Trained to avoid silence. Trained to escape effort. And the more you feed that training, the stronger it becomes. Let me ask you something. Have you ever picked up your phone without knowing why? No notification, no message, no reason. You just reached for it. If yes, write yes in the comments. Because that's not a habit. That's addiction behavior. Distraction feels harmless. Scrolling, checking messages, watching short videos. It feels light, easy, normal. But your brain doesn't see it that way. Your brain sees stimulation as reward. Every swipe, every notification, every new piece of content gives you a small hit of dopamine. And dopamine trains behavior. Here's where it gets dangerous. Your brain doesn't care if the stimulation is useful. It only cares that it feels good. So over time, your brain starts choosing distraction over focus. Not because focus is bad, but because distraction is easier. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a child doing math homework. Simple math. 5 plus 5. Now imagine that every 20 seconds, someone gives the child candy. What do you think happens? Does the child learn math better? Or does the child start waiting for candy instead of thinking? That's your brain. Candy equals distraction. Math equals focus. Let me ask you another question. When you sit down to do something difficult, work, studying, training, thinking, do you suddenly feel the urge to check your phone? Even if nothing happened? That urge is not random. That's your brain asking for a reward. Here's the problem. Focus is slow. Distraction is fast. Focus requires effort. Distraction gives instant relief. So your brain learns one simple rule. Why struggle when relief is one swipe away? And that rule slowly destroys your attention span. Let's talk about attention like money. Imagine you have 100 units of attention per day. Every notification costs 5. Every short video costs 10. Every app switch costs another 5. By the time you sit down to do something meaningful, your attention balance is already empty. That's not lack of discipline. That's overspending, bad budgeting, simple math. Let me pause here and talk directly to you. If you feel mentally tired before the day even starts, this is why. You didn't even begin working, you already spent your attention. Tell me in the comments what drains your attention the fastest. Phone? Social media? Messages? Multitasking? Be honest. Here's something important. Your brain is not addicted to productivity. It's addicted to novelty, new information, new content, new stimulation. That's why you can scroll for an hour without getting tired. But 5 minutes of deep focus feels exhausting. Let me give you another example. Imagine trying to read a book in a room where the TV keeps turning on by itself. Would you blame yourself for not understanding the book? Or would you turn off the TV? Most people blame themselves. That's the mistake. Here's what distraction actually does. It trains your brain to avoid discomfort. The moment focus feels hard, your brain looks for an exit. Phone, tab, app, anything. Over time, your brain forgets how to stay with discomfort. And discomfort is where growth happens. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you felt bored? Not distracted, not entertained, bored. If you can't remember, that's a sign. Write bored in the comments if you miss that feeling. Here's the irony. Boredom used to be normal. And boredom created imagination, creativity, thinking. Now boredom feels unbearable. Because your brain is addicted to constant input. Silence feels threatening. Let's talk about willpower. People say, I just need more willpower. But willpower cannot compete with addiction. And yes, constant distraction creates addiction patterns. Not chemical addiction, but behavioral addiction. Your brain expects stimulation, and when it doesn't get it, it panics. This is why discipline feels impossible. Not because you're weak, but because you're fighting an addicted brain. And no one told you that. Let me bring this back to you. If you feel unfocused, restless, mentally scattered, and constantly tired, stop calling yourself lazy. Ask a better question. What am I constantly feeding my brain? Here's another simple math example. If it takes 20 minutes for your brain to enter deep focus, but you interrupt yourself every 5 minutes, do you ever reach focus? No, that's not failure. That's design. Now let me say something very important. This video is not telling you to throw away your phone or escape society. This is about awareness, about control, about choosing when your brain is stimulated and when it is not. Let me ask you another question. Do you control your attention? Or does everything else control it for you? Think about that. And if you feel brave, answer in the comments. Here's what happens when you reduce distraction. At first, it feels worse. You feel restless, uncomfortable, bored. That's withdrawal. Yes, withdrawal. Because your brain expects stimulation and doesn't get it. But then something interesting happens. Your mind slows down. Thoughts become clearer. Focus returns. Not magically, naturally. Because that's how the brain works when it's not overloaded. This is the part nobody talks about. Distraction feels like freedom, but it creates dependence. Focus feels restrictive at first, but it creates power. Let me say this clearly. Your brain is addicted to distraction, but addiction can be reversed. Not with motivation, with boundaries. If this video is making you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. It means something is clicking. Hit the like button if this resonates with you. Subscribe to the channel if you want more conversations like this. Before you go, I want you to do one thing. Today, just one. Choose one moment where you don't escape discomfort. No phone, no distraction, just focus. Then come back and tell me how it felt. There's another video on the channel that connects directly to this one. Go watch it next. And before you leave, answer this honestly in the comments. Do you think your brain is addicted to distraction? Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video.